we're starting 2021 race. If you're the Republican Party, what is most important to them at this point? Should they be looking at expanding geographically? Should they look at expanding demographically? What are they starting off this cycle behind the 8 ball? What is the most important thing that they can do in these next few months to set themselves up for success, given that they haven't won a statewide office now, and you guys will know the number of years, but a number of years, obviously, going back quite a while. 2009.
Bobs for jobs, and I think, and I say that because if I were a Republican thinking about running statewide, or I'm Rich Anderson looking at 2021. Here's some numbers that will scare you. Virginia Beach, and I know these are presidential numbers, but Virginia Beach goes D7 plus 7.6. Chesapeake D plus 6.2. Chesterfield D plus 5.9. What would worry me if I were Republicans is that what I would call the sort of second layer of the suburbs are now going D in pretty significant numbers. We're not talking about Loudoun, Prince William, and and the urban core cities. We're talking about what I would call the second layer suburban cities and counties that are going D in numbers where, even if they back off some, in statewide races from those federal numbers, how much do you have to back off from D plus 7.6 before Republicans are competitive? And so, when George Allen was governor, and when Republicans, had U.S. Senate seats, it's because they were winning the suburbs, and they were certainly winning the second order suburbs and the rural areas. And so Republicans have to figure out how to nominate a candidate who will be able to speak to suburban voters in a way that suburban voters are confident that those Republican candidates are hearing their concerns, and they haven't been doing that in a while. Bobs for jobs is the last time they did that, and so, if you just look at the gubernatorial field that Republicans are setting up right now, Amanda Chase versus potentially Kurt Cox. I mean, which one of those is more likely to be able to speak to those suburban voters? That's the real challenge that Republicans have. And even though I realize it was a presidential race, the electorate looks a little bit different in those years. When you get into cities and counties that are going D plus 5, 6, 7, 8, and you need those cities and counties to win statewide, you're in difficult territory, and you were already in difficult territory.